in less than a year is raising a whole lot of questions.
Yeah, tonight, U.S. intelligence officials say an Iranian missile took down the 737 jetliner, killing 176 people on board. Q13 Simone Del Rosario at the live desk now with tonight's new developments. Simone?
Well, the biggest news in the past hour is that the United States and Canada will be investigating the crash. Both countries confirming that Iran has now invited them to take part. Now, a Boeing spokesman also told me just minutes ago that they too will be helping the U.S. side. This is huge, and it's a very quick turn of events. Just yesterday, Iran officials were saying they would not turn over any black box evidence to the U.S. or Boeing. It signaled a huge breakdown in relations between the two countries. Since then, though, intelligence sources from multiple countries have come forward saying they are increasingly confident that a missile strike brought this plane down, killing all 176 people on board. I asked aviation expert John Nance what he's gleaning from what we've seen so far.
It gets back to the duck test. If it walks and waddles and quacks like a duck, it probably is. And the thing is, we're dealing with an excellent type of airplane here that simply does not have an inherent capability for having a fire and a level of flame that leaves us with a high probability that the explanation that fits the best, which is a surface-to-air missile or two, is in fact what happened.
But Nance and others say they think this was a tragic accident, one that killed people from 7 different countries. Iran here suffering the most casualties, but Canada losing 63 in the crash. And today, we're learning that the tragedy strikes close to home. Canadian media reporting that at least 13 people had ties to Metro Vancouver. Guys?
Well, Simone, what does all of this mean for the relationship between the U.S. and Iran? Because just 2 days ago, when Iran attacked the military bases, people here were worried that we were on the brink of another war.
Well, first off, any kind of cooperation is a good sign. Plane crashes historically supersede any kind of tense relationship when it comes to these international relationships. And Iran saying they weren't going to work with the U.S. in the past was a breakdown. Now we're seeing a change of heart. We're also seeing two countries, the U.S. and Iran, really stepping back when it comes to talk of war. I spoke to an Iranian journalist today about it.
The Iranians know if they enter into a military confrontation with the United States, their military capability is no match to American military might. They will be destroyed. And at the same time, the sanctions are crippling Iran's economy. I think there is no other way than the two countries to sit and talk together.
Well, in fact, Sadek Sabah tells me that General Soleimani's death, which sparked Iran's retaliation, could actually be a turning point in a good way, now that both sides seem to be talking about avoiding any more conflict. That's all from the live desk. Back to you.
Very interesting. Thank you, Simone.